Hello everyone, welcome back to Fundamentals of Shorthand Writing, and we are already in our 13th video. Okay, so we are now in our second to the last video for Fundamentals of Shorthand Writing, and I hope na you're still with me, of course. So before we move on to our new topic or to our new strokes, please have with you the notebook or the paper that you've been using while in transcribing in our previous videos para ituloy po natin yung pagsusulat. Okay, so in this video, we are going to add another stroke, another set of stroke dun sa mga strokes na natutunan ninyo. So, we are going to have the stroke for the sounds, ano na nga pala yung mga yun? Sean, Shensi, and Shen. Okay, so Sean, Shensi, and Shen. Yung mga word ending Sean, Shensi, and Shen. So, itong Sean, ano nga ba ang tawag dito? Stroke nito. So, it's SH. Kasi Sean, it's Sean, S-H-U-N sound. So, it's SH. Now, Shensi, Shen, S-H-S-E. Shensi. Okay, nakukuha po ba ninyo? Sean is represented by the SH sound. So, Shensi is represented by the SH, S, and E sounds, or E strokes. And then, Shen is represented by the SH and T. Parang should. Pero hindi sa should kasi di ba yung should is SH and D. Ito naman SH and T. So, ayan. Sean, Shensi, and Shen. Magkakadua. Magkakasama pong mga yan. Yung Sean, Shensi, and Shen. Okay, ulitin natin. Sean is represented by the SH stroke. Shensi is represented by the SH stroke, S, and E strokes. And then Shen is represented by the strokes of SH and T. Okay, so now let's move on to our set of words. Excuse me. So, yung set of words natin, let's start with Sean. Sean words muna. Words ending Sean. Okay, so we have nation. Nation, N, A, Sean. Right? N-A-Sean. Ulitin natin. N-A-Sean. Now, we have the next one, section. S, national muna pala. So, ganito pala yung ano natin, next arrangement natin. National. N-A-Sean, L. National. Nakuha po. National. 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 So, it's national. Tinanggal nila yung A. So, it's national. Okay, now next, section. We have sec, S-E-K, and then we have Sean. Section. Ulitin natin. Sec, Sean. Okay. Now we have fashion. Fa, Shun. Vacation. So, vacation. V, Va, K, Shun. Selection. Ay, collection pala muna. Ko, lection. Selection. Se, lection. Ulitin natin. Ang pangit. Ulit. Bakit kasi siya tumataas? Ulitin ko po. Pasensya na. Ang pangit pa rin. Ayan. Okay, so selection. S-E-L-E-K-tion. Selection. Application. A P L A P L ulitin natin. A P L E K A tion. Okay, so kita po yung difference ng E and A. Mas malaki yung A kumpara sa E. Now, decision. Decision. Ulitin natin. So, yung de is just represented by D only. Okay? So, decision. Location. Masama na yung aking lalamunan. Location. Occasion. Occasionally. Occasionally. So, occasional, and then we add the ly. Ulitin natin. So, occasion, yun yung occasion. Now, gawin muna natin occasional. Okay, occasional. Occasional. So, this is the stroke for occasional. Now, let's add the word ly. The sound ly. So, ly is represented by a small circle. So, ly. Yan yung stroke ng occasionally. Ulitin po natin. Occasional. And then, ly. Occasionally. Next is education. Education. Provision. Provision. Okay po. That's letter V. Possession and position have the same stroke. So, it's possession. Okay. Next, operation. Operation. Operation pala. Okay, so, marami siyang tinanggal na letters. Operation. Ulitin natin. Operation. Okay? Now, operations. Operations. S. Okay, nakita po ninyo yun, yung difference ng operation and operations. Next, we have cooperation. Cooperation. Okay, so this is the P. and then this is the R, and then A and SH. Ulitin po natin. C, O, another O, P, and then R, and then A, and Sean. Operation. Now, portion. P-O-R, Sean. Ulitin natin. P-O-R, Sean. Portion. Ulitin po natin. P-O-R, Sean. Portion. Next is promotion. Promotion. P-R-O-M-O-tion. Next is corporation. Naku, nahabitin na tayo ng ano. Taas ko na lang ng konti, ha? Corporation. Corporation. Ayan, ulitin natin. K-O-R-A-tion. K-O-R-A-tion. Corporation. Okay, so kung mapapansin ninyo, may mga vowels tayo na inuumit. Okay, may mga omitted vowels. Medyo nahihirapan ang pagsalita. Pero anyway, ayan, ganyan po yung strokes natin ng Sean. So, Sean is represented by the stroke of SH. So, parang ano siya, nagkaroon siya ng brief form yung sound na Sean. Meron siyang brief form. Ay, naging brief form siya. And it is represented by the SH sound. Okay, so now, let's move on to our next sound, which is the Sean Shensi. Shensi. Okay, sa Shensi words natin, meron lang tayong dalawa, I think. So, meron lang tayong dalawa. Ngayon, kung may mga words kayo na nag-end ng Shensi na alam, or i-rephrase ko, kung may alam kayong ibang words na nag-end ng Shensi aside from these two, at gusto ninyong i-try kung paano siya i-stroke, feel free to try and then i-send nyo na lang sa akin yung picture. Tapos, i-check natin kung tama ba yung mga pinagsusulat ninyo. Okay? So, let's move on. Ang sabi natin kanina, Sean, the sound Sean. Sean is represented by, yan, yung sound ng Sean is represented by the SH. And then, ito namang Shensi is represented by SH, SE. And then, yung Shen is represented by the SH and T na sobrahan natin. So, SH and T. So, ngayon, i-transcribe natin itong proficiency. So, P-R, P-R-O, F-E, and then Shen, C. Okay, ulitin natin. So, we have Pro, efficiency. Okay? Now, next we have efficiency. So, efficiency. E, F, efficiency. Ulitin natin. Efficiency. Okay, nakukuha po ba ninyo? Pero parang ang pangit ng ating sandali. Yung lines natin para makita natin yung letter E. So, Control Z tayo. Proficiency. P-R-O-F-E-Shen-C. Okay. And then, efficiency naman. E-F-E-Shen-C. Okay, so ganyan yung stroke. So, Shen-C is S-H-S-E ang nagre-represent na stroke. Okay, so now let's move on to our next set of words. Ito naman yung shent. Okay, yung mga words na shent. Tignan natin kung kaya. Okay, so itong mga words na to, oopsie. Excuse me. Sandali lang. Okay, so ayan. So, meron tayong ayan. Okay, so we have patient. Paano yung stroke ang patient? So, yung shent natin is SH and T. Ulitin natin, SH and T. Okay, so patient. Oops, I'm sorry. F pala yun. So, P-A-Shent. Okay? Ulitin natin. So, P-A and Shent. Habaan natin ng konti. P-A ay nako. Pagod na yata tong ballpen ko. P-A-S-H-T. Patient. P-A-Shent. There you go. Okay, so ganyan yung stroke ng patient. Masyadong mahaba yung T. Okay, next is proficient. So, prof, which is represented by the P, R, O, and F. And then, Shent. Okay po ba? Nakukuha po ba ninyo? As if naman makakasagot kayo. Okay, so next we have efficient. E-F-F-Shent. There. And then we have patiently. 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 Okay? And then we have efficient. E-F-E-C-H-S-H-T. Efficient. And then we have sufficient. S-U or U-U F-E Ulitin po natin. We have S-U-F-E-Shent. Yan. So, S-U-F-E-Shent. Ulitin natin. So, we have S-U-F-E-Shent. Okay, so that's all for Sean, Shensi, and Shent. Yun po yung mga words natin for Sean, Shensi, and Shent. Now, let's move on to our numbers. Number names ba yung tawag doon? Or number expressions. Okay, so number expressions. Ano yung mga number expression? Yung hundreds, ganyan. Okay, so meron din silang mga kanya-kanyang shorthand symbols ang ating mga number expression. Okay, so yung 100 is represented by the end stroke. Yung 1,000 naman is represented by the TH stroke. Yung 100,000, so pagdugtungin mo na lang si 100 and si 1,000. So, yan na yung 100,000. Now, si million, letter M, stroke. Si dollars, of course, letter D, stroke. $100. Now, we have 100 there, yung nasa taas, and then we have dollar here. So, just put it together, magiging 100, oopsie, $100. Ayusin natin. $100. Okay, next, $1,000. So, pagdugtungin lang ulit yung 1,000 tsaka dollars, we have $1,000. Okay? $100,000. So, pagdugtungin na naman yung 100, yung 1,000, and dollars. So, we have $100,000. And then we have $1 million, which is M and D. Ulitin natin, M and D. Okay, so alam na natin kung paano yung mga symbols ng mga number expressions. So, what are we going to do now is to try and i-try natin na isulat ito using yung, kumbaga, try nating mag-transcribe using numbers. Okay? Okay, so, these are the samples. Paste natin kay para makita pa rin ninyo yung ating mga stroke. Okay, so ayan. There. So, when you say 200, paano natin yan i-transcribe? So, we have 2 and 100. Nasa baba. Okay, ulitin natin. We have 200. And then 5,000, we have 5 and then 1,000. Ulitin natin. We have 5 and 1,000. Now we have 300,000. We have 300,000. 6 million. 6 million. $8. We have $8. $600. We have $600. See? Madali lang, no? Haha, madali lang. Madali lang yan. We have $7,000. So, we have $7,000. We have $800,000. So, $800,000. $10 million. So, we have $10 million. A dollar. So, A is represented by yung period na yan. Period A. And then, dollar. Okay? Next, a million. So, it's A. And, nasa na yung ating A? A million. Okay? And then, $7.50. Paano yan isusulat? So, it's like this. 7. Wala na. So, it's $7. $7.50. For example, meron kang $20 and 30 cents. So, paano mo isusulat? So, it's $20 and 30 cents. Okay, so this is a given for, kumbaga given na kapag ganito ang pagkakasulat sa steno, it is understood that this is a dollar and this is cents. Okay, so we're done with number figures or number expressions. Now, let's move on to our being able to phrases. Okay, please hang in there. Makinig pa po at manood, ha. Magsulat pa po kayo. Okay. Malapit na po tayong matapos. Okay, so, I'm sorry, naulit. Ito pala. Okay. So, there you go. Ayan. So, let's start. Has been. Okay, so has been. Parang ano na naman to, di ba, phrases? Parang brief form phrases, okay? So, these are another set of brief form phrases. Okay, so paano to i-stroke? So, has been, kompleto yung has, which is represented by A, S, and H, and then we have the B. I'm sorry, baliktad pala. So, we have A, S, and then we have the B, and ito yung kanyang H. So, has been. Has been able, ito ngayon, yung may special something. So, when you say has been able, ang brief form niyan is A, S, H, and then been for B, and able. So, pag sinabing has been able, ang stroke lang niyan is has, B, and A. So, has been able po yan. Has ba. Okay? Pag binasa mo ng regular steno, it's has ba. Pero kapag itra-transcribe mo yan ng tama, it's has been able. Okay? So, next is you have been. So, we have you, and then V, and then B. Okay? So, you have been. Ulitin po natin. So, we have you, and then V, and then B. So, you have been. You, V, and B is you have been. Now, you have not been able. So, you have not is represented by the N stroke, and then been is represented by B stroke, and able. Okay, so clarification lang ha. Kapag ka nagsama ang mga ito, okay, kaya nga natin tinatawag na been able to phrases. Kapag ka nagsama-sama lang sila, tsaka lang sila ganito isulat. Tulad nung able, okay? Yung able na yan, ganyan siya isulat dahil nga sa nakasama siya sa phrase. Pero kapag ka solo yan na isusulat mo, so ang solo na isusulat mo is A, B, L. Able. Okay? Ganyan. Pero kapag ka nakasama siya sa mga been able and to able phrases, tsaka lang siya nabibigyan ng special character or special stroke na letter A. Okay? So, itong mga ano na to ang kailangan lang ninyong i-memorize. Next is I have not been able. So, we have I, have, not have. Have is a brief form na letter V, not, and then been able. Okay, will be able. So, will be able ba? Okay, tama. Will, and then be, and then able. Will be able. And then you will be able. So, we have you, represented by the downward hook, and then will, which is represented by the L, and then B, which is represented by the B stroke, and then able, which is represented by the A stroke. Okay, so, ayan. Hindi ko pa pala na-stroke yung we have not been. I'm sorry, balikan po natin. So, we have not been, we have we, and then have, and then not, and then been, been, and then able. And ganun din dito sa we have not been able. We have not been. I'm sorry. So, this is we have not been lang pala. And then dito sa kabila, ang we have not been able. So, we have not been able. Okay. So, ayan. Yan yung mga phrases natin. Okay. So, we still have some more. We still have some more. Patience is the key to success. Okay. So, ayan. We have another special phrase na tinatawag. These are itong mga to. So, to have and to be. To have and not to have. Okay, so we have to have and to be. Itong to have, magiging T and V na lamang po. And then yung to be, magiging T and B na lang. Okay, so dumadami na ng dumadami ang mga shortcut natin. Okay, so kapag ka to have phrase, we have TV. And then kapag ka naman to be phrase, we have TB. Okay, now we move on to our brief forms. So, yung mga kanina, brief form phrases. Ngayon naman, another set of brief forms. Okay, so we have our brief forms. About. About is represented by the stroke of A and B lamang po. So we have A and B. That's about. From is represented by the stroke of F and M. Glad is represented by the stroke of G and L. Glad. Glad na po yan. Okay, I am glad. Next is after. Is represented by the A, F, T. Aft. Ulitin natin. So, aft. After is represented by A, F, and T. Aft. Next is a street. It's represented by S, T, and R. Street. Ulitin natin. S, T, and R. Okay, with is represented by E and TH. With. Mrs. is represented by M, R, S as usual. Parehas lang din dyan sa MRS na yan. And then when is represented by E and N. Okay, kung makikita ninyo dito, wala siyang W. Yung mga brief forms natin, wala siyang W. Okay, now we move on to our derivatives. Kung may mga hindi po kayo nakuha, feel free to repeat yung ating video para nang sa ganon masundan po ninyo yung mga strokes, okay? And then just come back kung saan kayo natapos, okay? Yan. Next, we have our brief form derivatives. Ano na naman itong mga brief form derivatives? Mga words na nabuo using that has yung ating mga brief forms. So, tulad ng gladly. Meron tayong brief form na glad, ngayon, naging derivatives yung ating gladly. Okay? So, we have gladly, glad, and then we add the ly. Okay? So, yung gladly natin, glad, and ly. Next, afternoon. So, meron na tayong after. So, ang i-add lang natin yung noon. So, afternoon. Okay, ulitin natin. Yung after natin is aft, and then now we add noon. Okay? And then streets. So, yung ating streets is represented by the strokes of S, T, R. Now, we add S. Kasi streets na, diba? So, it's streets. Within. So, within, we have with, and we have in. Within. Okay? Next. Last na yata ito. Last na. Yan. Last na ba? Tingnan natin. Yan. Last na to. So, ito naman ngayon, these are what we call the brief form phrases. Ulit. So, we have this set of brief forms. And then, from this set of brief forms, nagkaroon tayo ng mga brief form derivatives. Now, we're going to have our brief form phrases. Okay? So, hindi na kasya. Ayan. So, we have about the. Paano isulat si about? We have A and B and then the. Okay, so with you. With is E and TH. ETH and then U is a downward hook. So with you. Now with the. ETH, TH. Yung the is represented by TH. So dalawang TH yan. With our. So we have with and our. From the, we have from and then the. From you, so we have from and you. Okay? And then we have I am glad. I am glad. Medyo mahaba-haba yan. So, yan, naulit na naman. I am glad. Next, I will be glad. So, I will be glad. After the. So, after the. Okay, so that's all for this video, everyone. Medyo marami-rami and medyo hindi konektado yung ating mga pinag-aralan ngayon. Hindi ko alam kung bakit ganun yung transitioning ni Steno. Anyway, kung hindi man ninyo naintindihan, pwede naman ninyong balikan kung saang part ng video natin ang hindi ninyo nakuha. And kung hindi pa rin talaga maintindihan, feel free to message me. Magtanong-tanong na lang kayo dun sa ating GC or kung available naman kayo or kaya naman ninyong pumunta ng school and kailangan talaga ninyo ng yung harap-harapan na ma-explain or live na ma-explain sa inyo, you can come in our school. I'm available Tuesday, TTHS, afternoon. Okay, so ayan, this is our second to the last video, so we still have one more before we close fundamentals of shorthand. So, see you in our next video, everyone. Thank you for tuning in, listening, watching, writing. God bless. Good day.